has a gentleness of spirit, a calmness of temper, and purity of soul, patient spirit, by a heart that is calm in trouble. Hello, beautiful. Welcome to Gems and Pearls with Love. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Caitlin Clarice, and on the channel I talk about pretty much all things biblical womanhood. If you are returning, welcome back. I am so happy to have you all here, and I hope you guys are doing well. This video is part 3 to my Becoming a 1 Peter 3 Women series. If you have not seen the first 2 parts of the series, that is totally okay. Everything kind of has its own topic in a sense, so you can watch this one and go back and watch the other ones if you feel to do so. In this video, we are going to be diving into 1 Peter chapter 3 verses 3 and 4. It says, "Do not let your adornment be merely outward, arranging the hair, wearing gold, or putting on fine apparel. Rather, let it be the hidden person of the heart, with the incorruptible beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is very precious in the sight of God." Getting our hair done, wearing something nice, putting on, a cute little necklace, those things may make us look pretty, but what makes us truly beautiful is what is within us. I know it sounds like a cliche to say that beauty is within us. Nevertheless, it is true. And more importantly, it is biblical. When we are 80 or 90 years old, we may feel that we do not look as pretty as we did in our younger years. Even in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30, it says that beauty is fading. However, that beauty is in reference to our outward appearance. What really matters is the beauty from within, and that beauty lasts a lifetime. You see, my love, here's the thing. Your looks may attract people to you, but it's not what keeps them around. What will and what truly matters is the inner beauty of a quiet and gentle spirit. So in the version that I read, it says the word gentle, but it is also translated as the word meek, which is correct, as the meaning and the definition of the original word, it does mean meekness. When we look into the meaning of the word meek, we see words like gentle, peaceable, patient. There are some words that I honestly do not agree with. For example, wimpish or weak. Maybe that is correct for a worldly concept of meekness. However, it is not for biblical meekness. Matter of fact, I love what the help word studies says. It says that biblical meekness is not weakness, but rather refers to exercising God's strength under His control. Contrary to popular belief, it is actually a weak person that gives into all of their emotions, that just lashes out because they are feeling these emotions and they cannot control themselves. It takes great strength from our Heavenly Father to have self-control. It takes great strength to be able to restrain our tongue and restrain our actions. The next word is quiet, and the definition of that is tranquil. Tranquil. I love what the Helps word study says about this. It says, properly quiet, still, steady, settled, due to a divinely inspired inner calmness. It also says, calmly quiet describes being appropriately tranquil, by not misusing or overusing words that would stir up needless friction, destructive commotion. So again, this is something that is going to take a lot of self-control, a lot of strength to be able to restrain ourselves. I really wanted to share with you guys this piece of this commentary that I read. It says, The ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, of a calm temper, a contented mind, a heart free from passion, pride, envy, and irritability, a soul not subject to the agitations and vexations of those who live for fashion and who seek to be distinguished for external adorning. The connection here shows that the apostle refers to this not only as that which would be of great price in the sight of God, but I lost my place. Oh, found it. But as that which would tend to secure the affection of their husbands and win them to embrace the true religion. And in order to this, he recommends them, instead of seeking external ornaments, to seek those of the mind and of the heart, as more agreeable to their husbands, as better adapted to win their hearts to religion, as that which would be most permanently proved. And I really like this commentary, especially how it even tied it back into the first few verses where it talks about winning your husband over. For some reason, I kind of separated the two completely. And I think that even as a single woman, there's a lot you can learn about having and really trying to cultivate a quiet and meek spirit, or quiet and gentle spirit. I think there's a lot to learn in this as a single woman. However, as a married woman, I never really thought to actually connect it. The fact that our gentle and quiet spirit plays a huge part in winning over our husband. Not only just our respectful conduct, which of course a gentle and quiet spirit will definitely come into play with that respectfulness and that reverence of our husband. And not only our submission, but all of it really is also what's going to help to win our husbands over for Christ. Which brings me to the other part of this commentary. It says, but a man has a real interest in what constitutes the ornaments of the heart. His happiness in his contact with his wife depends on these. He knows what is denoted by a kind temper, by gentle words, by a placid brow, by a modest and patient spirit, by a heart that is calm in trouble, and that is affectionate and pure, by freedom from irritability, fretfulness, and impatience. And he can fully appreciate the value of these things. No professional skill is necessary to qualify him to see their worth, and no acquired tact in discrimination is requisite to enable him to estimate them according to their full value. A wife, therefore, if she would permanently please her husband, should seek the adorning of the soul rather than the body, the ornament of the heart rather than gold and jewels. The one can never be a substitute for the other, and whatever outward decoration she may have, unless she has a gentleness of spirit, a calmness of temper, and purity of soul, and a cultivation of mind that her husband can love, she cannot calculate on his permanent affection. I don't know if it's just me, but just reading even his description of a gentle and quiet spirit, it is so beautiful. It is something that is like, yes, this is what I want more than anything that may make us outwardly beautiful. That is what I want. Don't get me wrong, my love. Our outward appearance does matter. I'm not saying to just neglect yourself. Matter of fact, I encourage you to do quite the opposite. As feminine women, it is within us to beautify. Men are very visual, so we should definitely try to look appealing to our husband. But in doing so, we cannot lose sight of what's most important. There is so much more I could say about having a gentle and quiet spirit, but I'm going to revisit this topic in another video because Honestly, having a gentle and quiet spirit has a lot to do with biblical femininity. So I really want to dive into this video and dive into this topic, sorry, and have that like video all to itself just about that. But because this is a series where I am kind of discussing this along with other things, I don't want to make it extremely long. So definitely make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already, so that way you do not miss when I do post a video talking more and in depth. We're going to go further and deeper and into gentle and quiet spirit and how we can cultivate that. But before we go, let's dive into the fact that the verse tells us here that this gentle and quiet spirit is very precious in the Lord's sight. The definition of the word used here is quite straight to the point. Is very costly. The usage is very precious and of great value. As a woman of God, who would not want to carry within us and exude something that God finds as precious and of great value? This is the creator of the universe here. He makes everything, all the beautiful things in the world, yet, and even beyond the world, yet this is something, one of the things that he finds to be of great value, and that is why it should be important to us. So that will be all for this video. Be sure to tune into part 4, where we are going to be talking about verse 5 and 6. I am looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are as well. Don't forget to like, please, and don't forget to comment and share this video with someone who you think this will encourage or edify in some way, shape, or form. Until next time, bye!